there's predatory distributors, and how have you seen that kind of evolve, and what do you think is the best solution for filmmakers? Because yeah.
So my take on the predatory distributor thing, and it's not a popular one amongst filmmakers. And I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not saying that predatory distributors don't exist. They do. They're out there, but it's not nearly as prevalent as what some filmmakers will lead you to believe. Like 90% of the time or higher, when a movie's not making money, it's not the distributor's fault. It's it's the film. And I'm sorry nobody wants to hear that, but it doesn't always have to do with quality. Sometimes the movie just doesn't hit, and you know overall more movies fail than succeed. So as more and more people are making movies and they're getting out into the marketplace, you're getting all these people that are saying, oh, I gave my movie to such and such distributor and it didn't make any money. Oh, I did too, and it didn't make any money. Well, you know what? Like 70% of movies that get made don't make any money, regardless of what they do in distribution. So, I mean, yes, you can get tied up and, get a bad deal. I mean, I got screwed on my second movie. I went with Shoreline Entertainment. They're a sales rep, and they sold it to Lionsgate. Dude, this was back in 2008. It was on Blockbuster shelves and Hollywood Video, like line the shelves. First quarter, that movie sold over 100. No, I'm sorry, I'm exaggerating. About $90,000 of sales, for a movie that was made for like 20K. And I saw nothing of that. None of it. Like the distributor, they bullshitted about sales fees and, market fees and blah, 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 and this and percent of that, and like nothing. Like I finally started seeing money on that like 6 years later, like $1,000 here, $1,000 there. But so they exist. You can get screwed, but it's not, now there's places like, distributors like Indie Rights or like Film Hub. And, I know there's some negative stuff people are saying about Film Hub right now, but mostly that stems from a misunderstanding of what they actually are and do. They're fucking legit, man. And like they pay on time and you can trust it. Same thing with Indie Rights. And there's a bunch of other distributors too, like that. And so my take on it, I don't think it's as big an issue as what people make it out to be. They're out there. There's bad ones. Green Apple Entertainment. There's bad distributors, but like by and large, I don't think people are out to rip us off. They're not out there. Everybody's out to make money. And if the distributor makes money, the movie makes money, everybody's happy. It's like there's in most of these movies that people say they're getting ripped off on, the movies just aren't making nothing. I mean, there are movies out there that are literally making pennies, like pennies, a month, and then there's others that make $100,000 a month, and you just don't know, but the knee-jerk reaction to automatically blame it on the distributor, I'm kind of like, I don't know. This is what I'll say. I had more of that mindset earlier in my career. And when I let that go and started being more like, I don't know, zen about it, like things worked out better for me. I don't worry about that kind of stuff anymore. I have a couple of distributors that I work with that I trust. I go back to them. I'm totally fine with it. Sometimes the movies make money, sometimes they don't. And I just go to another one and another one and another one. And I make a pretty good living doing it. And it's by continuing to do it and not worrying about the things that I can't control. That's kind of my take on it.
That's a good take, because like I always see all this kind of like there's no DistroKid like music industry, but then again it's like if you put out a song on DistroKid and it's on Spotify, nobody is gonna listen to it unless you like properly market it and do shit in person. Yeah. Like with the local like open mic scene near me, that's kind of how you put your music out. You go to open mics. You get out there, you tell people like, yo, like just drop the album, here's like this, that, and the third, or you just straight up pass out flyers for it. That's the type of energy you need. Like there's this kind of concept of like letting the distributor handle like the marketing and stuff, and it's like, no,